Well, good evening and happy Monday, everyone. We are all delighted to see you, and I hope you guys are delighted to see everybody else as we dial in and zoom in on Monday night. I'm Sharon Rankin, and I am zooming in from Nashville, Tennessee. Excited to see you all here this evening, and it's Monday, and it's just always a great way to start our week off to be here together for sure as we focus on all things Juice Plus, and that's what we're doing tonight. So your choice, and I really believe this, and I say this with a sincere heart, your choice to be here says so very, very much. We thank you for taking the time from wherever your life has brought you today into dialing in, zooming in with our community and who we are as a team. And I say this often, but it is vital to stay connected. It makes the difference when you have consistent connections with your Juice Plus community and with anything. So each week when we come together as a team, our purpose is to keep our focus on all things Juice Plus, update on the world of Juice Plus, and as you all know, there's continually being a lot is going on these days, and we're going to talk a little bit about some things that are coming up. And it's to keep our focus on the mission, which is inspiring healthy living around the world. And we start with our own families and our own communities, and then we branch out from there. Our team is the Mission Possible team, and we are a growing team of inspired individuals, dedicated ambassadors, dedicated for change and to creating a healthier, more prosperous life for as many as possible. So when we come together each week, we're talking, especially this month. I don't know, does anybody remember what we've been focusing on this month besides the leaders? Because we talk about this. I don't know if anybody remembers what we've been focusing on this month, which is team building resources. That's the things that we have been dialing in, looking at our team building resources. And there's a reason why we're doing that. Does anybody remember what happened in April of last year? Some of you who are new, you may not remember, but does anybody remember what you can open up your Zooms if you want, and you can answer me back. What happened in April of last month? Give me one word.
Blitz.
Hey, somebody remembers the Blitz. We had a Blitz, and the company surprised the heck out of us by saying for a 24-hour, I think it was just 24-hour period, we could sponsor somebody and the $52 fee would be waived. No application fee. And in that 22 or 24-hour period, I think I remember something like 7,000 new partners joined our community and our mission. So there's a reason why we've been focusing on team building resources this month, because there's going to be another Blitz. And we're getting ready, we're getting prepared for it. We want to be comfortable, we want to be confident in the resources that our company is creating for us so that we can sponsor and serve with excellence. And that's really what we're doing in this Juice Plus mission. We are serving the best we know how to create a world of change. And I saw a post today, and I'm just going to read this to you. I wish I would have thought this out. I feel this, but I'm going to read this to you. I saw a post that says so beautifully what we do. And this actually came from Ashley Hudson. Many of you know Ashley Hudson, what a powerhouse she is, and of course she is a national marketing director in our community. And she was speaking specifically to women. But I would say that this is men and women. It really doesn't matter, men or women, male or female. She said, I'll make this gender neutral, but I've watched men and women overcome adversity, step outside their comfort zones with authority, utilize their God-given talents and gifts to serve the people that they love. I've witnessed men and women experience a new sense of purpose and meaning in their lives as they never had before. Families, and I've seen this too, and I can testify to being one, families paying off debt. Families, men and women, maybe being able to leave that unfulfilling job or go on family vacations, give generously the way that they would like to, put their children in the schools of their choice, To put it simply, to have the freedom to say yes to a dream that maybe they put on hold, on the shelf, or in the back closet and put away. I could give a big amen to that. Is anybody else? I don't know about you, but that inspires me to know that our mission is making that kind of difference in people's lives. That's what we're doing when we focus on team building, customers, product. We're changing people's lives for health. But when we invite people into our mission, when we invite people to join our teams, to come on along, we're inviting them into a life-changing experience. And it's up to us to create that kind of environment. We just don't say, here's an application and sign it. It's up to us to invite them to come on along for sure in our journey of what we're doing. So, team building, the resources that are designed to help us serve with excellence and get our partners off to a strong success, being comfortable and confident. So, the Blitz last year, 24 hours, 7,000 new partners. Who knows what's going to happen this year, because we know now, we can look in the rearview mirror, right, and say, like, man, that was something. And first of all, I want to invite everybody to get a mindset that when the Blitz is launched, that you will step into a sponsoring mindset and you will invite some people to come on along. You can start right now. I'm not going to tell you when it is, but it's coming. So we're getting you prepared. So that's what's happening. And I've asked Nancy to come in here. What do you got to do? That's the what and the why. Why are we doing it? Because we're changing lives. We're changing families' lives like never before. So now, what do you do? So Nancy, would you come in real quick and share with us what we need to get ready to do?
I sure will, Sharon, because I'm very optimistic about this. We didn't get a lot of lead time before the last blitz took place. It was, just a matter of hours, and boom, we were told to be off and running. This time we have lead time. We know for sure it won't happen until at least June 1st. Beyond that, we're not real sure now, but that gives us some really good time to prepare. And I want to share with you a comment that I've always heard. I don't know how true it is for all of us, but I know it's true for a lot of us. And I've heard that people typically spend more time planning their 2 weeks of vacation than they spend planning the other 50 weeks of the year. And I think you might all agree. You map out your destination, you make your reservations, you know the route you're going to take if you're driving, or you make your airline reservations if you're flying, and just all of the other things that go into planning a vacation. We need to treat this Blitz info just the very same way. So, what are some of the things that you can put on your checklist to make sure that you get ready? Well, first of all, the company is going to encourage us, and we'll get more information on this on an NMD call this Wednesday. So, we'll be able to give you a lot more information after that NMD call. But first of all, the company really wants us to reach out to every partner on our team, whether they do a little or a lot. They really want to see everybody informed about this and then let them make the decision if they want to participate or not. So we need to be very diligent and make sure that we get the word out to everybody. How do we do that? Well, I don't know if you're all familiar with this, but if you go onto the Classic Virtual Office and click on Team Data, when your box opens up, you'll see one area that's former reports. And I know a lot of you get your PVC reports that way. You can also specifically order a genealogy report and a distributor genealogy report. Those are numbers 4 and 5 on that menu. I would encourage everybody to do that. And you go through that checklist, go through it with other team leaders, and say, let's 2 by 2 call these people who don't plug in on a regular basis, who don't know about this, and let them know we've got a blitz coming. And you can instantly grow your business maybe 2 or 3 times what it currently is, depending on where they are. And then I'd use this line: if you're interested. That's the old Jim Rohn line. You know, we're giving you what's going to happen, and you can plug in if you're interested. We're not pulling anybody's leg. We're not twisting anybody's arm to do this, but we owe it to them. As Sharon said earlier today, we'd be doing people a disservice if we didn't make sure we get the information to them. So that's going to be who you reach out to distributor wise. Customer wise, I know many of you have had customers who've been loyal customers of Juice Plus for years and years and years. Maybe they've told you they don't have any interest in joining our mission, but I think the message that we want to share right now is that we learned a big lesson from 2020, and we don't want a repeat of that year ever, and certainly not in our lifetimes. I think people are realizing that they can take responsibility for their own health picture. I think more and more people are aware of that. I heard somebody say this, and Wanda, this is no reflection on you, but I heard that we all need to be our own first primary care physicians and be very cognizant of how we're treating our bodies, what kinds of nutrition. And I'll always count on you as my real PCP, but we need to be our own first primary care physicians. So just ask these folks, would you be willing to take a look at what it is that I do to share the message of better health? You know, it may not be for you, but you may think of somebody who'd be interested. And if they're willing to do that, plug them into the Tuesday night calls or some other bit of information that will give them an idea. And then just ask them if they know anybody who'd like to join our mission, because we need lots of boots on the ground, or as Christine Abril says, lots of pretty shoes on the ground, sharing this message of good health and how we can take better care of ourselves. So those are just a few of the things. Reach out to everybody. We've got a good amount of lead time now. Make sure nobody falls through the cracks. Make sure they get the message, and just tell them this is what's happening if you're interested. I think we can really see some great growth if we all take part in it. So that's it from here, Sharon.
Thanks, Nancy. Thanks so much. And I'm going to move over to Sally Reinemer, who is going to, I think we can do this, Sally, in a timely manner. Pull up one of the resources, the Power of Three video that's in the Getting Started package, and let you all make sure you're aware of this one, because this will be a great go-to video for your new team members.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Here?
Well, hi, guys. It's so great to be here with you today. Before we get started, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Dawn Rathman. I'm a Presidential Marketing Director Plus with the Juice Plus Company, and I live with my husband, Rodney, here in St. Louis, Missouri. We've had the privilege of having two boys who've given us two beautiful daughter-in-laws, and together they've given us 7 amazing, fabulous grandchildren. I'm sure you feel the same about your family. But one of the things that I'm so grateful for is our Juice Plus Company and the opportunity that I've had over the last 20 years to just realize so many dreams. So today, I'm going to just ask you to sit back and relax and imagine what you can do if you continue to believe in yourself, believe in this company, and really embrace the future, because the future is yours. I've always loved to cast vision, help people picture the possibilities for their life, and share how to achieve our dreams with a simple formula called the Power of Three. But I realize that today more than ever, people want the assurance that our business is not just a pipe dream. They want to know it'll be worth their time, whether their dreams are large or small. And they also want to know it'll be simple enough for them to get started. Well, that's what this presentation is all about. I'll just briefly touch on the big picture and then break it into bite-sized chunks so you can see what's possible in your first 3 to 6 months. In this slide, you see there's many steps in our compensation plan. And with each step, there are additional opportunities for us to earn income. I won't be covering all of them for sure, but I hope my summary will help to build your belief and provide the confidence you need to make the most of your partner journey. I want to bring your attention to the top arrow where it says 5 ways to create income. I'll just read them. Rewards, benefits, incentives, bonuses, commissions, and sales profits. Let's start with rewards. Can you believe there's over $109,000 in title rewards when we go all the way through our compensation plan? It's pretty amazing. Plus, there are sponsor rewards we receive when we help others faster express track to those levels of qualifying sales coordinator and sales coordinator. You can see the arrow pointing to them in orange. And to get to those higher leadership levels in green, all you have to do is help other people achieve those initial levels in orange too. Because first we do it, then we duplicate it. And when we use the formula called the power of 3, it's easier, faster, and more fun because we get to do it together with the people we choose. And as I said, there are a lot of steps here, a lot of words on this page. The compensation plan can be overwhelming if you try to read and understand it all at once, especially if you're new. So what I recommend is this: just take one step at a time. That will keep it simple as we move forward. Before we move on and talk about the many ways we can earn money in our business, I'm going to share a few thoughts. First, this is your business, and it would be folly for us to make any predictions about what you decide to do with it, or to make any claims about what you will earn as a result of those decisions. Like most things in life, people usually get out of it what they put into it. It's only natural that some people will participate a little. Some will give a medium level of effort, and others will do a lot. What's comforting is that you get to choose your level of participation. Nothing is mandatory. Some people will become a partner to simply offset their cost, and as a result, they will likely do very little. And that's okay. Others are willing to do more because they want to enjoy the benefits of earning an additional part-time monthly income. Still others will embrace our business with gusto because they want to earn a lot more. And here's the thing. You get to decide what you want out of your business, and you get to decide the effort you're willing to put in to achieve those dreams. We're here to support you in whatever you decide. And finally, we realize our business is not for everybody, but we also know anybody can do it. And the harder and smarter you work, the more you can earn. What I've done here is break down our compensation plan into 3 simple parts so it's easier to describe, understand, and visualize. As you look at the slide, I want you to think about this question. Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself wanting a little, medium, or a lot out of your business? So what does a little look like? Well, a little looks like placing a few orders to offset your cost. This category includes partners and partner pluses. It only takes 3 trio orders to get to that partner plus position, so their level of activity and engagement is really pretty small. And that's totally fine. Our company refers to them as community members. Then there's the medium category. This group includes qualifying sales coordinators and sales coordinators. Our company calls this group team builders because so many of the qualifying sales coordinators in this group want to build a team so they can achieve that sales coordinator position. The team builders' level of activity really depends upon what they want. The active team builders in this group are willing to share Juice Plus in our business with others. And the typical active team builder wants to earn a consistent monthly income, so they build what we call a qualified business. I'll explain more about that later. So what kind of monthly income do these active team builders want to enjoy? Well, here's our company's annual earnings summary. And what I learned is that the average monthly income of active team builders in this medium group ranges from about $350 a month for qualifying sales coordinators to over $1,100 a month for sales coordinators. So stop for a moment and think about what you would like to do with an extra $350, $500, or $1,000 a month. And keep in mind, I'm talking about every month, not just one-time paycheck. Maybe you're thinking about paying off some debt, or maybe you want to save some money for your next vacation. I don't know what you'd use this money for, but I do know that most people would be very happy to have an additional $350 to $1,000 every month. Let's take a look at the a lot category. This group includes the 4 levels of leadership through NMD. Our company calls them organization builders. People who want to advance through these leadership levels are willing to help others get to that medium level and qualify their business just like they did. And people in this category typically want to make a bigger difference and grow their paycheck to whatever a lot looks like for them. So for some, a lot looks like just earning an extra $1,000. For others, a lot looks like growing their paychecks to $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 a month. And for others, a lot means even more than that, maybe $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000 a month. Those are the people who fit into the more category. Our company calls the next 4 levels of leadership after NMD upper leadership. You know, our 2020 earnings summary shows that all this is possible. I think this is pretty amazing, don't you? I remember one of my first dreams was to earn enough money that my kids would graduate from college debt-free. Oh, was that a joy when I accomplished it. So, what's your dream? And why is your dream important to you? You know, I'm just so grateful to be a part of this company that continues to help all of us achieve our dreams. So next, let's take a look at what we need to do to achieve those first 3 steps in our compensation plan, because that's where all this gets started. I love this slide because it shows us how to achieve the first 3 steps of our compensation plan by utilizing the power of 3. The picture at the top is also a great reminder that we want to qualify our business by adding both customers and team members along the way to sales coordinator. Let's start with step 1, Partner Plus. The requirements are 900 points, or PPV, that stands for Promotional Product Volume. From now on, we'll just call it points. So 900 points and 2 customers. Now, the easiest way to remember how to get those 900 points would be just to think of 3 trio orders. That would do it. So that's really utilizing that concept of the power of 3. But any combination of products that would give you those 900 points would also do it. And if we did that within 10 days, we'd get a $100 title reward. If we did it within 30 days, we'd get a $50 title reward. Let's go to step 2, qualifying sales coordinator. The same concept applies. We want to always be thinking of customers and teams, so any combination of customers and the team that would give us the points needed is fine, but let me give you a couple examples so you can get your head around it. The required points is 3,600 with a minimum of 7 customers. Now, that 3,600 points could be accomplished with 12 trio orders, it could be accomplished with 9 quad orders, or it can be accomplished with team or a combination of both. So if you did the team concept with the power of 3, first you do something, then you duplicated it. You got to P+, and if you help 3 other people get to P+ too, that would give you the 3,600 points required. So that'd be an awesome way to do it. You do it, then you duplicate it. Now, if you did that within 30 days, you'd get $400 in title rewards. If you did it within 60 days, you get $300 in title rewards. Let's go to step 3. Now that's the first step that you have to have team. So the points required are 10,800. You need at least 1 Partner Plus and 2 QSCs. But we're going to put the example in here of the power of 3, which means you do it, then you duplicate it. So you got to QSC step 2. If you taught 3 other people how to get to step 2 also, you'd have more than the points you'd need, you'd have more than the structure you need, but it would really be a real solid business. And so we recommend it. And as far as title rewards, if you do that, the minimum requirements in 3 months, you get $700. In 6 months, you get $600. And that is how to achieve the first 3 steps of our compensation plan utilizing the power of 3. I have a couple questions for you. First, would you like to create income in as many ways as possible on your way to sales coordinator? And second, would you like to maximize your time and efforts along the way? Well, I'm here to show you how to do that. But if you answered yes to either of those questions, I'd like you to think about what you'd do with that extra income. You know, maybe you need a new car, or you'd like to remodel a room, or you'd like to pay for some of your kids' activities. I don't know what that would look like for you, but as we go through these next few slides, think about what you'd like to do with it and who in your life could benefit from having a little bit of extra money, and jot those things down. I'll start with the title and sponsor rewards to show you what you can earn in your next 3 to 6 months. So here we have a slide of fast tracking. And if you fast track to sales coordinator in 6 months or less, with the minimum requirements of 1 P+ and 2 QSCs, you'd receive over $1,500 in title rewards. So in the next slide, I'll show you how to maximize that. If you did this exact same thing, but you did it in 3 months instead of 6 months, look at how your income would jump. It would jump to $2,000, which is an increase of $450.
Sharon, do you want me to end here?
Yeah, you can end there. That's
Yeah, we've
perfect.
got it's another 8 minutes, so.
Yeah, we're good. Go ahead and stop. We're good. Thank you, Sally. Thank you so much. And that will just give you an idea of one of the resources that we have available each night, each Monday. We've tried to bring those to your attention. And I'm going to share one other quick thing with you just before we move on here to another couple of things. In our own team, we have what's called the steps to success that re-emphasizes really emphasizes this power of 3, where you get social, you share samples, and you schedule it. It's in our Facebook page. So I just want to remind you of this. This is your little guide, your fun little guide that you can sit down with a new partner and just say, here's what we're going to do. And my thing is, and our encouragement is to keep everything simple. Do not give people too much information. Just keep it simple. I encourage you on that. So then the next little thing we want to just touch base real quick on is something. Have any of you heard a little bit of buzz about something called Ditch the Pitch? Anybody hearing some buzz on Ditch the Pitch? Okay, there is a buzz, and I've asked Beth to come in and just share a little bit. Starting in June, there'll be availability for partners to participate in this communications course, which many of us have already been through. So Beth, thank you for giving us a little insight into Ditch the Pitch.
You're welcome. I think that you asked me because I'm excited about it. I really, really am excited about this. It's a wonderful 6-week program to learn what Ditch the Pitch is. And the whole idea is to turn every presentation really into a conversation and take the pressure off yourself when you're visiting with people, with prospects. When you focus and have 95% of the conversation about them, and just 5% about you. Wouldn't that be a lot easier than thinking, I got to get something, I got my story and I got to share. When you're really focusing on caring and finding out more about them. One of the things that really I love is what Steve Yastro is the creator of this, and he's working with the Juice Plus company to make this really a Juice Plus program for us, which I'm so excited about. Is he talks about the whole idea of sizing up the scene. You know, when you meet with someone, they've got lots going on in their life. And, when you start jumping right in and say, let me tell you my story about Juice Plus, they're like, wait a minute. But if you find out more, hey, tell me how your day's going. How are you doing? Tell me what's happening in your life right now. You really open up that avenue of communication. You let go of the pressure on yourself and you take their defenses down. You can really enjoy the conversation. So what it is, it's a wonderful book that we get to read called Ditch the Pitch. Here it is right here. It's a wonderful book that we get to read that I just really enjoy. Easy to read and really fun. We get to have some webinars and then some time with Steve where he actually teaches us. And then we get together and as a group and then learn together. It's just, and then we begin practicing and we have a little pocket thing we get to practice. So starting in June, everyone that has a qualified business, QSC and above, gets to get on a list to be able to be enrolled in this. And I just I encourage all of you to embrace this and look forward to that and get signed up for it so that you can actually learn these wonderful skills. And they're not just for you Juice Plus business. I'm applying them right here in my home and whenever I interact with someone. So I'm excited about it. I know you will be too once you get to embrace it as well.
Thanks, Beth. And what I love about this course, and Margie said this, Margie Williams on our team said it so beautifully this morning in our leadership call. This is about stepping up our personal development. And this is what we want to do, continue to grow our skills and to grow ourselves in life. And it's about personal development and life skills. So thank you everybody for being here. As you can see, there's a lot going on in the world of Juice Plus to help us all be better at what we do so that we serve with excellence. And that really is what we want to do in the Juice Plus community on all levels, is serve with excellence. So blessings to you. Don't forget the June challenge. Our team has a June challenge starting in June. And some of you have already got the party started by posting in the Facebook group, which I love seeing all those fun little graphics. I'm so proud you guys are getting new customers for sure. So don't forget the June challenge that will start here in just a few days. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful week. Let's begin to really follow through on some of the activities and the steps that Nancy gave us, and let's get prepared for when we do launch for the Blitz. Have a good week, everybody. Good night. Thanks for being here.
Good night.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.